So far you've seen variables. They're pretty cool. They help you do a lot of things. But no matter how useful they are, they still have their own drawbacks in certain areas, especially when dealing with multiple values or huge amounts of data. For example, let's say you're developing a mobile app using Python, of course, that reminds you to, let's say, buy groceries. And now the basic thing that your app should do, along with reminding you at the right time, is first to store the list of groceries, right? Now you are the developer. What would you do to store the names of those groceries? The first thing that could come to your mind is to use variables because, of course, yes, that's what variables are for, storing values. Okay, let's create a bunch of variables then. But wait, how many variables? Okay, let's create 50. But what if the user had a big joint family and obviously he or she would need more groceries, right? Okay, then let's create 250 variables just to be sure. Now the small problem here is space wastage. We created 250 variables, but what if the person who uses this app lives single? Then such a person would have a grocery list of 20 to 30 items, right? Then for that person, a lot of space is wasted. And one of the main rules in software development is that the software or app should be as small and optimized as possible. But the big problem here is how would you display them? Using print statement? If so, how many print statements should you type? 250? That is so confusing and unproductive. Let's say you've managed to type all the 250 statements, but like I said before, what if the person had only 20 grocery list? What would the remaining 230 print statements print? Because you can't just create a variable and leave. In Python, a variable is created and memory is allocated only when a value is assigned to it. Would you put null values in the remaining ones? Then each time you're storing the data, after the user enters his or her 20 groceries, the user has to enter 230 blank lines. And this problem becomes even more and more complex and even more confusing. In fact, it becomes so confusing that you want to just get up and throw your laptop out of the balcony. But we don't want that. We want the problem to be solved, right? And that is exactly where data structures come in. In the next few videos, you will learn about different data structures in Python like lists, sets, tuples, and dictionaries.